Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fable Table, an actual play live stream focused on critical world building, collaborative storytelling, and finding the fun in games. I'm your host, Jon Dungeonmaster, and with me I have two Nicks and a Millman. Hello, two Nicks and a Millman.
Hello, Jon Dungeonmaster.
Yes. How's it going?
It's hot. It's hot in Oregon. It got up to like 90 degrees, but it's cooling off here in the basement rather quickly, which is good.
That's good.
What's that?
Well, maybe if you weren't wearing so many tunic.
Like, fuck, I don't know what that
90
is.
F to C is, it's 32.
It's 32?
Yeah, so a normal day.
Millman, how are you? It's been a week.
I'm pretty good. I got the thumbs up to work from home 3 days a week, and then found out they were like, buddying starts, so you need to be in the office. I was like, oh,
I see.
Nice.
Coron,
but good.
that's good. Coron, how are you?
You know me, I'm just fighting with people as usual.
That's my boy.
That's good. That's good.
That's great.
Apollo, I know you are happy. One of your shows has ended just recently.
I know. Now I only have to see you once a week. It's great.
I know, right? It's great.
No.
So much better.
We had a great finale for Birds of the Shore. It was really, really fun. I enjoyed it. And because I moved to a new place, the audio is really borked, and I'm trying to work on fixing that and normalizing the audio. So hopefully I can get that video up soon. I'm going to try and work on that after this show.
Okay. Well, I believe in you. But I also believe in my players as a party, as a whole. Because that's what good DMs do. Now, party, I know it's been a week, but I'm going to ask each of you at least one thing to give me about what happened last week. Who wants to go first? What happened last week?
When I go first, so if somebody else can go first.
We met with a guy. Fuck, I'm like looking for his name in my notes. Did we get a name from him?
You sure did.
I know we did. I remember the name. Mads. It was Mads Mikkelsen.
It was Mads Mikkelsen, yeah.
Damn right it was.
You with Mads Mikkelsen flew out into...
We flew out in his Arknaut frigate with his crew of 13 to 14 Caradrons, which are like mech-obsessed dwarves. And we flew to the Titan Works because he wants to get...
All right. Enough. Give your other players some time. Other Nick. What else happened?
Because he wants to get some weird air engine thing to replace the golds that makes his ships float. And he thinks that if we follow some kind of beacony thingy he has, we can find where that's located. Here in the Titan World.
Beacon thingies. They're the future, I tell ya.
I love beacon things. However, you didn't find that thing, did you, Millman? What did you find?
I can't remember
After
what it was.
a battle that is
was
on your map currently.
I understand that, but I can't remember what you described it as. But I knew it was a little blue person there.
Starts with
That's the only thing I can-
starts with an S. Ends with Araphon.
Don't know.
Also called a lizard man.
There we
You
go.
all are back in it. Let's go into game. It is moments after your battle has concluded. The goblins who went goblin mode have in fact fled the scene of a crime which is their entire lives, honestly. Goblins of the Warhammer universe are just all about crime. And now you three, plus a grub that is connected to a tree person's arm, bleeding out from 2 bullet holes, have a moment to think and consider your choices. Because this skink, that is what its true name is called, is currently unconscious and bleeding to death, having been brutally beaten to an inch of his life.
Well, let's tend to this kid.
Yeah, I think, especially given like what was just transpiring not but a moment ago, Kalara, still with adrenaline sap running through her veins, she's gonna reach her, like, her hair is just gonna naturally kind of like fold or like around her face and like plug into this Seraphim to try and heal them.
Yes.
Do you want like a medicine check, a spell check?
You're planning to just cast a bunch of magic, aren't you?
Yeah, that was the plan.
How much magic are you planning to cast?
I was just...
Everyone is kind of hurting right now. Not just you or this one guy.
What are you talking about?
I think everyone's fine. They're still...
Yeah, I'm pretty much fine.
They're still fucking standing.
Okay.
All right, so...
Untouched. Pristine.
I zoom in on your 0 toughness.
What?
Hell
Not
yeah.
a single wound.
Not a single wound. Okay. Well, go ahead and cast your spell then.
I got a minor wound, but you know.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. There's 2 successes, restoring 2 toughness to this Seraphim.
The moment it jumps up and
Alrighty.
getting ready to cut it down, it's going to be a goblin in disguise.
That would be way better.
That would be very John.
You all look at what is clearly a lizard that has been beaten, hit with clubs, stabbed a couple times in non-vital areas, and it's just sort of hanging out near a lava vent, breathing pretty shallowly. You all are killers, murderers, adventurers, whatever you want to call yourselves. And you recognize this thing is very close to death, having but a single wound left before expiring. You channel Gyron energies into your good, well, not good friend, but new friend, maybe? What does Kalara think of the Seraphon, these lizards, which are often described as more demon than they are people, despite vehemently opposing chaos?
Do you think me living on Gyron my whole life would have A, heard of Seraphim, and B, they've been described to me that way, or no?
I don't know.
I think that to me this is like I've seen aquatic beings before. So strange to see one that appears native to this land. Maybe they're not native to this land. Either way, this is a whole new type of creature to learn about. I hope it's smarter than those goblins. Or whatever, the greenskins.
I look my eyes left and right. Okay. And Braga, what about you? What do you know, if anything, about these lizards? These lizard men, if you will.
What does Coron know? Absolutely nothing except what you've told me. But it sounds like they vehemently oppose chaos and fight it where they find it, right? Yes? What are they known for?
They are known for giving me a lore check. That's what they are.
Hell yeah, I would love to give you.
What's the point of having the lore check
EN
skill?
that you want?
Just, 4. Get as many successes as you can, and I'll tell you interesting facts.
Hey, number 1.
What?
Alright. You roll 1. Nah, 1 success out of 4 attempts. No big deal. You know, Seraphon, They're not native to any realm. They're kind of these like weird spacefaring celestial wizards. Or not wizards. Wizard lizards, if you will. They are usually incredibly stupid, unless they are quite close to their master, in which case their intelligence bumps up by a degree or two. But for the most part, they are like machines given reptilian bodies.
Okay, so they are not intelligent and spellcasters. Interesting.
It is. It is quite interesting. But speaking of people who aren't very intelligent and are more machine than they are person, how about you, Trakos? What do you think of the Seraphon? Do you have a kinship with this creature? They are allied to your god, kind of.
I mean, they agree with our god, right?
Kinda?
Yeah, from memory, kind of.
Yeah.
But there's no real kinship with it. It's a little lizard man. I mean, they're big boys. You know, the big fighter ones. 100% down. Me and him, bro fist, right?
Yeah.
Weird training montage. But little wizard, no.
No. Alright.
Just like poke him.
Well, as you guys watch Kalara channel some of her healing magics into this creature, it will slowly open an eye, look at you, do the weird crocodile thing of just like opening its mouth to vent some of the heat where they don't really sweat, and then try to stand up painfully. It is limping on a semi-broken leg, at least sprained leg, and it begins to speak to you what, I suppose Resident Evil 4 style rural European Spanish. I can't do that because I don't speak Spanish, but in the lore, these guys actually speak Spanish, unironically.
Oh.
Like our Earth Spanish. I'm not even joking. So if anyone's a fluent speaker, feel free to jump in here.
Andy and John are not, Andy and Greg are not here, so no.
Unfortunate.
I don't need to hear American Spanish, thank you.
Yes.
Well, they're both fluent, so.
I know,
Wow.
but it's still coming out of an American's mouth, and it does not sound right.
Then I will go ahead and skip my attempt of speaking as a reptilian Spaniard.
Thank you.
As it looks at you, speaking this foreign tongue to you all.
Do either of you understand what it's saying?
I'll look at both yous. Do I look like I understand what it's saying?
What? Do you all have a name for the language we speak? Do I have a name for the language I speak?
Gothic.
Do you speak Gothic? I say
shout it.
very oppressively.
God damn
It clicks its tongue, lets out a weird reptilian hiss, potentially a sigh, and then painfully begins to scrape its nail into the red dirt around itself. Someone needs to make me a check to decipher the pictographs this thing is going to attempt to draw. Sell me something, fellas.
I have one mind. This is going to be a bad roll from me. The two players that have higher mind would be greatly appreciated.
I do have 4 mind. I'm
quite mindful.
Yes.
4 times as mindful as
I mean,
Trackos.
It kind of seems like mind intuition to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say intuition or potentially nature. Like if this individual is trying to communicate using like really like basic like pictographs of something that is in the natural world. I
think mind intuition would be what I'm looking
Okay, well, I have no points in that, but I can still roll.
Yeah, that's 4 dice, baby.
Coron, do you have it better than a 4 here? Okay, I'll go for it.
Nail this shit.
Difficulty 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let me actually find out.
Okay.
Difficulty 5.
Oh, fuck me.
You just need 1, though.
That's 1 success.
Nails it.
Got it.
You begin to look at the scraggly drawings, I suppose, that are being sketched out into this rusty metal earth you're standing on. Nearby, a dead chaos dwarf that was bludgeoned to death by a bunch of goblins before they all scampered off or died themselves, begins to somewhat twitch, and undoubtedly Trackos will just go ahead and confirm that he's dead. Meanwhile, Braga and Kalara are staring at this little drawing. And you will see that there is a big old triangle that he has drawn. And then he has drawn a little lizard man. Probably him, because he circles it a couple times and then points to himself. And he points to the triangle he's made. Finally, the last little pictograph he has made is of a bad-looking dude, like a weird stick figure with like a bunch of spikes coming out of his shoulders and head, kind of demonic-like. And then he points to that character, to the triangle as well. And then he, still holding the same line, draws away with a little arrow. And then he circles himself again. And then he points to that creature as well.
So you're a chaos gate.
He looks at Trackos, who he does not understand as he tilts his head to the side.
A chaos gate? What's that?
It's
Same
something
way
from
we get-
40k that is not in the lore here.
Same theme. I think we just take him back to the ship, and then somebody on that ship can just speak his language. A lot more higher probability.
Huh. Oh, like point at him, or I think you use the pronouns him. I don't know how I would know that, but we'll just use that.
All lizard men are male.
Okay.
That is why they are called lizard men.
Oh, great. And then I'll point at like the 3 of us in like a circular fashion, and I'll be like, we go, we walk, we go, all of us together. Come on.
He nods his head.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
he
just gonna
does.
put my big hand down and tell him to just like climb on, like get on. And I'll just carry him.
And then I'll just like grab my great scythe and just pull it out of the ground and just start walking in the direction I pointed.
Braga,
Yeah.
Yep.
what's going through your mind as you watch this little skink just clamper onto this metal arm that's as big as he is? And essentially Trackos is just holding this guy as luggage now.
I'm just thinking, like, is this really what we were looking for? Is this
No.
really why we were here? I'm gonna stay behind a little bit and just see what happens with the indicator. Make sure that when this guy's going that way, the indicator is pointing that way.
You stay behind just a little bit. You'll stay within eye line of them. They may even wait for you. Trackos and Kalara, along with your new pal, who is a suitcase, pass by the dead Chaos Warrior, which in the chaos and in the fighting, Kalara never really got a good look at until after, much after, Trakos dealt the killing blow. This Chaos Warrior is wearing black iron armor, as opposed to the Duarden, the Chaos Dwarves, if you will, that are, excuse me, wearing all kinds of different chains and natural leathers, and honestly, probably human skin as well. There's just a hulking mass of flesh that is slowly shifting into the lava flow that separates these zones. Is there anything you guys want to do with these bodies before we move on from this area?
Wait, did my grub die?
No.
He's just wounded.
It had 1 toughness left at the end.
Okay, because I see the X on it, and I was like, wait, I thought
just
it...
didn't remove it.
Okay.
Kick the chaos bodies into the lava.
Alright.
Fucking disgusting beasts.
Truly. Braga, as you watch these 4 technically leave, you will notice that the little tracker, as the skink goes with them, starts to mess with the signature. And as you look at the device, pointing it around, you will see that it is locking onto a different direction to your north.
Guys, I think we missed something.
Oh, right. We were supposed to find a device. They're not the device?
No, I don't think so. There's something else to the north.
Oh. Very well.
I usually wouldn't call the lizard men devices, even though they're a little bit daft.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm realizing how exhausted I'm feeling. Maybe I should try and heal up a little more. Are any of you feeling like you need a little bit more energy? I say as I cast the spell of realm blood on myself.
Multiple times until you're fully healed.
We could just sit and rest for a minute.
All right, I'll recover 2 toughness. I'm now really scared to fail a magic roll because the consequences are dire.
It's true.
Like I
They are
said,
quite dire.
we could just sit and rest for a minute.
We had like a specific place we were gonna meet Mads Mikkelsen again. Did we decide on a time, John?
Nope.
Okay.
It was within 24 hours. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Been around 4 since you guys got stuff or got off.
Okay. All right.
Indeed, you can do what is known as take a breather. You may spend 10 minutes resting and recuperating. You sit and recover from a previous battle, take a drink or have some food, and gather yourself for the challenges ahead. When you are finished resting, your toughness returns to its maximum.
Oh, wow.
Indeed.
Okay.
I assume you will do this.
We will do this.
All right. Everyone sits around somewhere that is outside of the immediate heat of the lava around you. Maybe you find some shade within these metal ruins, these broken pillars and walls of brass and steel. Everyone, go ahead and refill your toughness. Any combat effects that were active are now no longer active. So, Kalara, you're no longer able to fly until you cast that spell again.
Right.
No one heals their wounds, but that's only what Kalara has to worry about currently. And unlike you all, our good skink buddy, whatever his name is unable to benefit from the take a breather thing, which is clearly a soulbound only mechanic. After 10 minutes or so pass, the party has a decision to make. Are they going to head back to their meeting point or press on?
We haven't found what we've come for.
True, but
True.
this individual is seriously injured. They have not taken their breath, or gotten their breath back. We can always meet up with Mads and let him know the situation and what's taking us so long. But that we have our bearings. I think it.
I see no reason we couldn't press on.
Trakos, what do you think?
Thought we were pressing on. We fine. Just don't die.
Face.
John, does my grub get their toughness back as well?
No, but if you want to throw another healing, you'll get him back up to 3.
Okay, I'll do
He
that.
only has 3 fucking toughness, right?
Right.
Now he's down to 1 armor.
Yeah, that's true.
Can't wait to kill your fucking...
There you go. 5 success? Nope, just 4. Okay, Grub like has been nestling in my hair and recovers their toughness, and I'll walk up to the you called it a skink?
A skink, yes.
As opposed
That
to
is this breed of lizard man.
okay.
The little lizard.
Just sounds really derogatory, having never played this or read much of this fiction before. But I'll
Oh, trust me, it's gonna get a lot worse once we meet an elf.
great. I will walk up to the skink, like put my hands on their shoulders, and like point in the direction of north, and like give them a nod, and look to them for a response.
Yeah, I nod at you.
Okay.
That is north. For sure.
And I'll take my I'll make a sort of like clicking sound, and my bitter grub will nuzzle like out from around my neck and move in and kind of wrap itself around like the shoulders.
The skink falls over, for your bitter grub is a medium-sized creature and will fuck this.
Is it really?
It is as long as you are tall. Yeah.
Oh my god. I didn't realize.
The skink star priest is a small mortal.
Oh, I'm sorry.
A hobbit.
I think I assumed that they were
I
also
think
a
it's
medium.
smaller than Braga, even.
I'm sorry. If you said that, I missed it.
Fine.
Then the grub is just going to like drop off of my shoulders and kind of like take like begin to like follow with the group, kind of like circling the skink with like a kind of creating a perimeter around them.
Alright.
And I've ordered it to stay with them.
It will stay with them. Indeed. The sizes are a bit weird. For those of you wondering what a toughness is supposed to look like, a single toughness is what it takes to kill a single human, like you and me. So a gunshot wound to the head is a toughness. The fact that your bitter grub requires 3 of those to die is a show of how truly tough it is.
Cool.
And also how tough you all are in comparison. Okay.
All right.
Another reminder is the average human being has a body, mind, and soul of 1 each. So take that into account when you're feeling a little weak in comparison to a monster near you.
All right.
Okay.
Just accidentally fall asleep and land on him.
Oh, you kill him. He's dead.
He becomes a
Alrighty.
smudge.
We head to the Titan Works. Or we head through the Titan Works. John needs another dice to see how many rat men you are going to murder, and if you accidentally catch up with the goblins who are running for their lives through this maze of metal and ruined steel. Okay. So, fun fact about goblins who used to be enslaved and then chained together and then are only armed with a few tools to defend themselves in a very hostile and dangerous world is they don't often survive very long unless they're being protected by something much bigger than they are. And you are going to quickly find, after your 10-minute breather, some of the goblins who had banded together have been slain. You look upon their grisly bodies, just sort of hanging out, strewn all around in a small 40-foot by 40-foot area.
How did they die? Let's look at the corpses. What
let's
mauled
find
these
out
asses?
What predated on them? I think that's a, that could be a lot of things, huh? Tell me how you're going about this, Millman. What's Tracos up to?
Try that again.
Tracos, how are you going about figuring out what killed them?
I look at their bodies and look for chop marks.
Okay.
Clean cuts or torn, right? Like, it's
I
not hard.
suppose that's an awareness mind check then, bud.
Alright. 4s?
4s, yeah.
Wish me luck. One success! Let's
Woo!
go!
One success. Oh, man. My good Tracos, you are no stranger to killing a goblin. Normally, you'd strangle them, as they're not even worth the time of using a weapon, unless they're, like, en masse. Strangling a goblin, most efficient way of killing a goblin. These guys, though, they've been stabbed by thin-edged blades. And as you start looking around, you see little tiny eyes hidden within the mess that is the Titan Works of regular rats, the Skaven spies that surround you.
It's like, hold the lizard wizard.
You hold it. He is but a little child in your arm.
That's why
You
I'm
could
like, I
cradle him.
turn to the others and tell them to hold the lizard wizard.
I grab the lizard wizard.
It lets out a disgruntled hiss.
There's Skaven. Is there something I can throw at the eyes?
Yeah,
I
you
have
pick
half
up
a
rock.
corpse. I was just
Yeah,
gonna
you
pick up pick up a goblin corpse.
goblin corpse and just throw it at one of these little gutters that you find. The rats quickly scurry off, scattering, hiding deeper within the mess of metal.
Alright, eyes open. If you see them coming close, they're gonna probably come up behind us or from a flank. Let me know.
Nod.
Or they'll be gnawing on your ass quicker than you know it. They're rat
Okay.
people. There's not a lot to eat here, okay? I'm surprised they weren't eating the corpses.
What does that tell you, Tracos?
Goblins taste.
True. Yeah.
Based. Hey, our fungus.
Alrighty. All right. Braga, I think you're the one leading if you want the device in your hand and not to get your false reading on your skink buddy, whatever his name may or may not be. So, I
Steve.
need you to make me some kind of navigation roll so that you can meander over the mess of metal and get to where your destination is pointing you towards. The device is pointing to your destination, I think. I don't know. Tell me a creative way Braga's going about leading this troop of the Soulbound.
I think what I'm trying to do is just more like go through a lot of things that people might not normally go through, right? We're just like, there's big sticking up spiky metal, and I'm like, no, we're going over that. We're not going to try to find some weird roundabout way. We're just going through.
Oh, man.
And so I'll, Trackos will have to probably manage our little goblin or lizard folk friend through some of these things. But I'm saying I want to do it with determination, John.
I think that is a determined outlook on life, for sure. I would have been like, oh, maybe athletics, but no, I like determination. Go ahead and roll me that. How big is your dice pool, out of curiosity?
For determination, we have a dice pool of 4.
A 4. Alrighty. Then all we need is... Yeah, all we need are 4s. Go ahead and throw your 4s out. Ooh, only one success, though.
Yeah, even with the focus point, only one.
You're gonna be successful, but there's gonna be a hiccup. What kind of negative thing happens as you push your way through metal? Does someone contract tetanus? What do you think happens with your brazen disregard for your fellow teammates as you just stride through what is essentially a maze of broken buildings?
I think, I'm just like, I'm worried that the tree is not going to follow me. I'm worried that Kalar is already injured, right? And so I'm just like trying to show like absolutely no regard for what I'm going through. So I think I like catch my leg on something. I probably could go around it, but I just power straight through it and hurt myself.
Okay. I think we're going to give you some hazard damage then. Let me go ahead and look at that. No, you're not mortally wounded. That'd be way too cruel. Just instantly kill you for succeeding? No. Where are my hazards?
Minor is 1 damage, major's 3, deadly 5.
I think it's gonna be 3 damage you suffer. But since you're such a cool guy, rather than, begging the baby healer behind you to cast her spells, you're just gonna tough it out.
Yeah, screw that. I don't know why this healer keeps healing me in combat too. I've been fine the whole time.
Well, very good. Eventually, after nearly 3 more hours of travel, you've been down in the Titan Works for nearly 8 at this point. You find something. A torso of a giant, a literal Titan that has fallen through the earth, created a crevasse where it now rests in a strange slanted position. Its arms are resting on the sides of this crevasse, which is your ground level. There are trickles of lava and metal that are tripping down the sides, hitting its body, which seems resistant to the liquid fire, the blood of this realm. Your beacon, as it were, is locked fully on it, where, well, honestly, quite close to where its crotch would be. you will have to descend to investigate further.
Just fish the big guy out, right?
I think that may be a bit too much even for these flying ships.
Indeed.
I mean, he's a big metal
or
man. I'm a big
if you
metal
want
man.
actual dimensions, this thing is size monstrous. It is at least 50 feet tall. And not even wider. And nearly 30 feet wide at its shoulders. It essentially takes up a zone and a half.
You eyeing giant. He just needs a little buddy. I'm a little buddy. I'll help him get up. Oh my god, I want a Titan friend. Can I have a Titan doggo, please, John? Please.
Only one way to find out.
Alright, let's go say hi to the Titan guy. Come pick up.
Yeah, you head over to where its head is, like, currently just resting on one of its shoulders. Its eyes are open, but they're clearly carved out. It's not like this thing is organic in any way, shape, or form. It seems to be made out of some sort of alloy of steel and brass. There are strange runes, which are dead, inert, etched all along its exterior. Its facial... It's honestly not too different from what Trakos looks like currently, in terms of his, like, death mask of Sigmar he wears.
Do the face reveal and freak out the rest of the party and be like, take the helmet off. Come on, buddy, wake up. But no, not this episode.
Not this episode, indeed.
So we
How
need to go
close
check
can we
out this
get?
thing's crotch.
Yeah.
I mean, bit weird, but I won't
Belly.
stop you.
Intestines.
Lower abdomen.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I guess it's a bit of a walk from the head on down, but I'm gonna follow the beacon on down.
Yeah. Do you guys have any tools to help you in this check? These will be individuals to scamper up and down it, and they will be body checks. Trakos will probably be fine because he's just naturally brutish.
Whoa, boy.
I suppose if Kalara just wants to fucking fly.
Yeah.
Master light magic.
And I could probably carry this small creature, too.
You could just lower yourself down, grab the power module, and fly back up.
Ooh.
If it's that simple.
That is 6 successes on 6 dice.
All right, well, you're gonna be flying for quite some time. Kalara, sprouting wings of root and weird spore-like entities, maybe kelp, I can't remember exactly how it was described. You can lower yourself down into this crevasse. Do you take anything with you? Or do you just looking around?
I think at this point, I'm gonna grab my grub back and leave the skink with the rest of the party while I descend.
I thought about this. I have the flag wrapped around me. I'm going to put him in the flag wrap thing that I made. So he's like
You want to make like a baby wrap
A
for him?
He's a baby
papoose.
carrier.
A papoose.
Yeah. He's just wrapped in front, head poking out.
Do you want
Yeah,
the signature
sure.
finder?
This skink is just
Did you go
thinking, it truly is the Titan works. Oh my god.
It honestly does not mind being touched by good old Trakos because he is in Sigmarite. His entire armor is made of this almost fire-resistant metal that was forged to resist hellfire from demons.
Very nice.
So, you know, this entire realm's hot as fuck, and normally wizards don't mind that, but, you know, having a nice, cool area to just, like, rest itself on for its bruised and damaged body is a comfort. Wow, we make a baby sling for the skink up top. Kalara, you take your grub and fly all the way down. Do you take the device that lets you key in on the power source?
I kind of like look to you, Braga, before I take off, and I say, I'll scout ahead. Should I take the device to see if I can locate the other device?
Yes, please. You've been the only one that hasn't had it so far, so here you go.
Touches it, it explodes.
Damn it.
Kalara, you are holding what is essentially just a rather large, not cylindrical, rectangular prism that widens out to a strange black, almost fisheye lens as you start waving it around in the air, never having messed with what is essentially just an etheric scanner. You have technology, you plant monster. What's good? Isn't this sick?
I think despite Kalara's 4 mind, I think she asks for some education, so some literacy on how to use the device.
Hold it at points.
You hold it in point?
No,
Points.
like
a compass.
like divining water. Not
dowsing.
Dowsing. Yes, that's right. Very well. Thank you. And I'll start floating down. And it's basically like gliding.
Yeah.
Because basically I've grown these big long branches and kind of like a webbed network, and then my kelp just fills it in to create the kind of the skin. Yeah.
You glide downwards, slamming into a crevasse wall before turning and rotating around downwards to the correct angle.
Mm-hmm.
Pointing your device with your tree-like appendages, you will land with a clang against this thing's stomach. It is dark down here. Your eyes are unaccustomed to the shadows that have fallen in this area. But as you begin to peer around, noticing that there are some other little nooks and crannies which lead further down into the earth, you hear a beeping noise emitting from your device. And then you key in on where exactly you're supposed to go. And in this thing's massive stomach plate, you can rest your prism upon it and get a high-pitched, annoying beep, 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 beep.
I was imagining a Geiger counter, but that works.
Yeah, it's essentially a Geiger counter.
Does this mean I found it?
I think so. I didn't make it. I don't know how the thing works. I just know it's beeping at it.
I think my eyes are kind of darting around in the darkness, looking, listening for any signs of disruption from the beeping.
No, it's just annoying.
Okay. Can I see the size of the thing that's beeping, or is it just pitch black? Almost.
You can see the stomach plate. You're essentially walking on a giant metal man, and inside of his stomach is what you are looking for.
Oh, okay.
The problem is now, how do you get it out?
Is there ground where you're at?
Bang, bang, bang with my foot. On the floor, baby. Bang, bang.
I jump down.
Yeah, you start. Well, you can't just jump down. You're gonna. You just drop fucking 60 feet downwards.
You said he was 50 feet tall.
Yeah.
And if it's at his stomach level, it would only be 25 feet.
Oh, all right, my bad. 25 feet. Oh, I'm getting destroyed here. Good on
Get
you,
lawyer
Millman.
John.
All right, someone look
25
up
pages,
fall
60
damage
pages.
rules.
Superhero landing.
Actually, I want you to make me an acrobatics check or
I can do that.
a reflex.
There's no
Yeah,
acrobatic.
reflex body.
Reflex body.
Uh-huh.
4s.
5s. You have a skink in your bosom.
A success.
You almost fall face forward and crush your companion, your baby lizard, who lets out a weird screeching hiss as you clang, 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 hitting the giant in certain parts of its body to slow your fall. Nearly crashing into Kalara, you hit the back of this thing's knee, which is rested somewhat upwards. You are now at the hip joint, if you will, looking at this titan's stomach.
Is there somewhere I can get my hands in to tear open its plate?
You do not see such a obvious flaw in its design.
God damn it.
Another
Yes.
thing to note is apparently genius wizards made this monstrous construct several
Fucking
thousand
wizards.
years ago, and it is still in one piece.
I'll just yell down at them. What if we went in through the mouth?
Does it still have a mouth?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like in a perpetual frown, but yeah.
I guess I'll feel around the stomach area, see if I can find a button to open up its chest cavity.
Yeah. God, I love having checks, guys. We didn't do enough dice rolling last time.
I know it was
Ooh.
just
Fighting and no other dice rolls, so I'm just looking for the service hatch.
Yeah,
While
give me an awareness mind check. You start rustling around, trying to navigate awkwardly.
a
Oh my
success
God.
with 2 dice.
woo.
A single success. You look around but see no crease to wedge your fingers in and yank.
Oh, I was more just looking for somewhere there, like, a service button or something. But
You see no such obvious weakness.
Down
Tracos.
at the lizard wizard.
It
Yes.
gets out of its sling.
Uh,
Awkwardly shuffles.
While I may be quick and precise, you are by far more strong, and I'll hand you my great scythe.
I'm not attacking this thing. If it wakes up, we're fucked.
I thought the Titans were dead.
Well, if it's got a power source in it, is it really dead? It could be sleeping.
I don't understand the analogy, but you know more about these things than I do.
No, not really. But if I was asleep and somebody started cutting at my stomach, I promise you there will be a smush on the ground.
So, Braga, you think we should try and enter through the mouth?
Imagine if you woke up and someone was in your mouth.
Ugh.
Are there other orifices we should try?
I don't think it has other orifices.
Oh no, fellas. Welcome to my mystical realm.
No.
Welcome to the Vor episode, everybody.
Can't
Oh,
take you boys
God.
anywhere.
Nope.
I guess I'll hold up the lizard wizard and see if he does anything. He's a little wizard of the wizardy kind.
It's true.
I'll
Take
take my scythe and make a sweeping gesture, like I'm cutting with an axe, and bring it to right to a point, like just barely touching, not actually attacking the stomach, but kind of here we need to break through here.
It bangs against the stomach with its little tiny little claws. Ding ding ding. It looks up to Kalara in like confusion. Let's see what this thing can do.
I can make you guys some water. Are you thirsty?
Little
It
fucker just goes like
definitely
this, and
cannot
then
do
a
that.
portal opens, and you can just reach straight in. I'm not hitting.
Does
the
it
fucking
really
Titan.
have Comet of Cazadora?
Probably.
Fuck is that?
It's a really difficult spell. It asks to see your scythe.
It asks to see my scythe.
Yeah, like slaps your scythe a couple times.
I mean, it's a great scythe that's made for someone who's 9 feet tall or 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
And they're okay.
But it's also your arcane focus, which is how you cast your spells.
Okay.
So
I'll like
Great.
hold it out, or kneel down and hold it out, and then it's like that, like, you know, when you're handing something really heavy to someone, you're like, let me just make sure you got it. I'm just gonna keep holding. Okay. All the weight is transferred.
okay. It balances awkward. Lets out a huff. Bangs the same spot you hit just a few moments ago. And, like, nods its head, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No.
Okay. I need to go look up a spell that it has. There's spells on, like, 165 or something?
265 or so.
265.
I can't wait to unleash a living spell.
Well, that's at least in the core book. I don't know about the other one, the Champions
That's
of Order.
in the core book. yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. Not amber. Not amethyst. Celestial.
Oh shit. Celestial is
Comet of Cassandora. It suggests that you guys might want to step back. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
How close do you guys want to be to the zone of this thing's stomach, out of curiosity? How far away do you get from it, is what I like. Does someone go to, like, it's the giant's heel and, like, take cover? Does someone, like, climb back up to the very top?
Back up? I never went down.
Well, you know.
I'm standing
I'm
with
still
it.
up at
I'm
the top.
holding the lizard wizard.
I'll back up like a few feet.
All right.
Would you like me to post the spell, John?
Nope.
Okay.
I got it. Alrighty, this thing has a channeling of 7?
That's a
Okay.
lot of channeling.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay.
That's pretty good.
You know what? It has 2 metal. Why doesn't it use it as well? We're gonna give this thing double its training for an extra 2d6.
Hell yeah.
So that is
9 dice.
9 dice. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I need another d6. 9. Alrighty, it has a focus point of 2. Its difficulty number is 5-3. This is quite doable. This may kill the wizard, but he'll do it. That is a 5, 6. What does it look like when it's overcast?
1 extra damage.
Plus 1 damage. Alright.
Bigger, hotter. It's more celestial.
Is true. This is a success, and then it will replace 4 dice that failed for a total of 7 successes. as it casts Comet of Cassandora. And then
Hello.
will lose its Astral Herald ability until it takes a proper rest. Okay. You all watch as the heavens above you, the sky, directly above you all, several hundred feet in the air, begins to swirl into a vortex. This channeling process goes on for around 5 seconds, and then you all start to see electricity and almost starlight manifest within the cloud, accruing together into a singular glob of energy. And then it will release the spell and the comet that it has conjured and strike this thing for 8 whole damage. If you all are inhabiting its zone, it would hit you as well. But I think it would have been smart enough not to be in the same zone, and to me it sounds like everyone's sort of scattered, getting out of the way.
I think I said I backed up a few feet, but as it's like starting to channel like that, I'm like, oh fuck, and I begin to backpedal.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and find my giants. Destruction. My sons of Bahamut. The Mega Gargant. Alrighty then.
Wait, okay, so this is a giant or a titan? Or both?
This is a Titan, but I'm looking for a comparable stat block that it would have been.
Okay.
Alright, word animated.
So if this creature / machination were to stand up,
This
how
is a
tall?
construct.
Yeah. How tall would it
If
be?
it was standing from heel to head, it would be 55 feet.
Jesus. Okay.
Indeed. Its shoulders are 30 feet wide, and its wingspan, essentially, if this thing was animated and moving, it would take up 2 entire zones.
Right.
On a battle.
This is like a 4-story building.
This is a 4-story building.
Oh my gosh.
I forget you're new to Warhammer. It's a baby titan.
It is a baby Titan, indeed.
Oh, so this is like, if there are other titans laying around, this is a smaller one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is the big toe of a full size Planet Destroying Titan.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So, the comet strikes its gut, targeting the metal plate that you had hit with the same scythe that is now hissing around and moving. After the comet crashes, there is a blinding, sparking light that you all have to shield your eyes from, including Tracos, who, oh, fuck. That shit is bright as hell. But as your entire vision begins to clear up, the skink going somewhat limp, Kalara will take her scythe before it falls down with it, potentially damaging your weapon and casting focus, and look upon the slightly damaged, very slightly damaged gut plate of this thing.
Oh,
Well, we found the body. Let's head back. We'll
It would
tell the
take
airship.
maybe 3 or 4 more of those to crack through its toughness.
Do you suppose that was loud and bright enough for Mads Mikkelsen to see?
Probably.
Oh, I was saying that to the rest of the party, but thanks for the verification, John.
Maybe. Hang on, we got some onlookers. No.
Oh.
I rolled 7 dice and they were all below 3. That was incredible.
Well,
So-
at least we know the rat people aren't going to come near us. They don't like bright lights.
Fair enough.
What's up, Braga? You were saying something.
So I'm still on about this going in through the mouth thing. Is there
go on then.
like, is the mouth open, closed?
Yeah.
What's its state right?
You head to the metal face where it's just sort of leaning on its left shoulder, and you look at the mouth. This mouth has been cut open. There is maybe a tube down there that you could go into. You're unsure why they would give a 55-foot tall metal giant a working esophagus, but hey, who knows?
Gotta get
I
in for
mean,
repair.
Comes out.
If it's gonna blow a whole bunch of air out of it, I don't know.
Maybe.
Climbs in, realizes it's a fire tube for breathing fire.
I'm gonna. Hey guys, can someone get up here so maybe I can get some help if things don't go well for me in there?
How am I gonna get you out of there? I don't think it could fit in its mouth.
Does anybody have rope?
I fly up.
No.
Yeah, you fly up.
Leaving Tracos with the skink. I can lower you a little ways in with my kelp.
I mean, I'm at least gonna like try to get into the mouth and look down.
Yeah. Do you have a light source that can help you in this? Because no natural light is getting into it, right?
Yeah. John, do I have any of the like fire in my weapon like some of my kind does?
Yeah, probably.
Right, I think I have like I think it would be like a almost like bluish glowing light, I think is sort of how it would be. And so I think I have my my ancestral battle axe, and I'm just like holding that forward, trying to get the glow of that to give me some.
You see that in this thing's mouth there is there's no like teeth, gums, tongue, anything like that, obviously. After you get through the lips and kind of like wedge yourself inside, you stare essentially into a yes, Apollo, here in a moment. A black shaft of darkness. And as you begin to peek in with your just enough light to illuminate directly in front of you, we're going to take our first break as Braga steps into the belly of the beast.
We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Age of Sigmar Soulbound, also known as Sins of Stormfire. Braga, you jump into the mouth of this titan with just the flame of Vizara Grim, the soul fire of your god, which is entombed within a brazier. Upon your hatchet, your axe, you descend, don't you?
Yeah.
Last chance for any precautions? Any oh fuck moments?
Nope, I think we're going.
All right, you go down. Give me a athletics check.
Absolutely, buddy.
Give me
What
all
do
the
ya?
fives. I want a 5. Give me a 5. You give me a 5, no biggie. Give me a 4. All right, I'll take your 1-4. There's going to be a little bit of a slip that occurs. You didn't think anything wet or lubricant would be in this thing's throat. And as you are, like, just taking a precursory step, there is a loud clanging noise that everyone else around you can hear as Braga hits one of the metals of this, or metal cylindrical walls, I suppose, is how I describe it. And then falls down a chute quite comically. We're not going to worry about damage. It's just a short bump and fall, and you're a tough, sturdy slayer. But it is a moment where the outside people look at one another. Anything you two say as you hear Braga, dumb fuck, go just slip and fall somewhere?
Well, I can't get her out. Finish her at this point.
If she needs our help, she'll call.
Braga. You hear the echoing words of your companions as you slowly...
This is where I live now.
You pick up the axe that you have swung in the dark once or twice before. Is it time to investigate this thing?
Yeah, John, what do I know I don't have a whole lot of light, but what do I see around?
A lot of metal. Enough of a crawl space that you could easily get through, but a taller person... Traco's definitely not. He's just way too big. Even your branch wraith companion probably wouldn't be able to get through here. This entire area was essentially built so that one engineer, or probably wizard, could crawl through and cast his magics.
All right. I mean, well, this seems like the maintenance hatch that Tracos was looking for. Let's go down.
Yeah. You begin to skulk around for several minutes, looking... Well, I mean, there's not many places you can get lost here, but this place is a little more winding than you believed. After all, this is essentially a water tower of a structure. And although the inner workings are much more compact to give this as much armor as possible and defense, excuse me, it's a bit of a hassle. It's a bit annoying. There's a little bit of backtracking, a little bit of light that you're like peering at. You see like almost writing that is ancient and foreign and written in a fucking human script that you don't even understand. You just wish these bastards would cut out with the like dialects and separate languages and just unify all of their languages like
oh no, I don't.
Have.
We didn't.
You like
we actually speak a separate dialect where I'm from. Old Fort.
You monster. You monster, Frisbee.
It's it's just part of the traditions, you know?
I guess so. Eventually,
I understand.
Though, you will find a flicker of light in the distance. And as you realize you are essentially within the center generator room, I suppose, you will find a vault-like door that is roughly 2.5 feet wide, clearly like hinged and locked down by a heavy clamp on its side, and a little glowing light that is coming from just a flickering window.
So it's clamped shut?
Yeah.
Is there an obvious mechanism to unclamp it?
You look around, and after another minute or so, doing a brief dwarf check, which is always a success. How could you ever fail being a dwarf? You will find that there is indeed, within a metal box, God, what's it called? A switch? Yeah, that took me way too long to think of it. A switch that is currently set to up, that if you play with and push downwards, you will hear the grinding of a manual gear override to the clamp.
I think for a moment, I've turned the whole thing on again. I'm like, oh shit. And then it just doesn't get louder.
Mm-hmm. It is a hardy, resistant gear. Clearly some wizard of great strength, a muscle wizard, if you will, would have had to come down here and pull this thing into the downward unlocking motion. But you, a sturdy dwarf with At least more than one body?
Yes?
Okay, you have more than one body?
2.
Good, that's enough. It's 2 people's worth of strength. You pull down the lever, and there is a brief hissing of air and the smell of magic. It is electrifying. There's like this irony taste in your mouth as if you're tasting blood. What do you do?
I mean, I certainly don't like the smell / taste. Ugh. But I think I've got my task and I'm gonna push forward.
Okay. After you open up the vault door, you have a cylindrical device before you. You, not an engineer in any way, shape, or form, but you are a dwarf, how could we forget, are able to figure out that this glowing light that is clearly producing a magical signature is locked within a strange mechanism. And you're going to have to figure out how to undo it without damaging it, if you wish to have this thing intact.
Okay. What kind of strange mechanism is this? Is this like trying to get at that really annoying thing in like the middle of your car? Or like what kind of challenge?
I almost want to describe it as like a baby lock to a bottle, where but rather than just pushing down on it, you have to do a series of twisting and shifting motions. For this entire structure, this construct was designed to move around and take a beating. And if its power source was loose at all, and that energy fell, or just like faltered for whatever reason, this thing would just fall over and not work. So there are many different, it's almost like a puzzle box that you're having to undo to ensure that you're removing this properly, rather than just like, oh, twist to the right, twist to the left, pull out.
Pop it. Pull it.
Indeed.
Twist.
This is not...
Slap it.
So I don't
Twist,
think
wham.
there's exactly an engineering check that I could perform, right?
If you were
I don't feel like
there would be.
I don't feel like my crafting is the right kind of crafting to understand how this sort of locking mechanism would work or anything like that. I don't think that applies.
Far too complicated for being a mere smith.
I don't know that I have. I mean, I think I just have to probably go on intuition and like feel for it, right? Like, so I'm like jiggling it around and seeing which way it'll go, and then like, okay, now that I've gotten it here, like, do I pull up, or maybe I have to rotate it back a little bit and then pull up? You know, I'm just like experimenting basically and trying to figure out, you know, what might make sense of how like you need to jiggle this thing around to actually, you know, remove the first little thing and then the second little thing and then
like am I supposed to keep the switch raised, or do I flip it and then drop it? I think this is a mind intuition. However, I'm gonna make you a choice here, or not even a choice. I'm just gonna tell you, if you have more failures than successes on difficulty 4, something bad's gonna happen.
Oh shit, he's gonna detonate.
I have 2
Let's go.
dice, so the only time there'll be more failures than success is if I fail on both. So that's a 1 in 4 chance.
Are you committing to this plan?
We're only meant to find the device. We don't have to bring it back.
Well, if it were going to be big, he was going to have us help pull it out, but, like... I mean, we should be able to bring it back.
But when they slip their own
You're
engineering
not
gear,
able
it
to
falls
communicate with Trackos in this moment.
Alright, so I'm going to myself make my own roll. See what I'm going to... Okay.
All right. Is this a bravery thing?
Yeah,
a
this is
confidence
determination for sure. Right? How determined am I to come back with it?
check? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, determined enough.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go for it. You said you wanted
Alrighty.
intuition mind.
Give me 1 second as I play some stressful music. Braga, you're determined, but you're feeling the shake of your hands. You're unsure what you're messing with. This power source powered a metal construct that once walked the earth upright and shattered armies on its own.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to remember mechanics right now, so give me a second before I actually
great.
roll.
Is there any miracles you may ask of Grimnir to help you in this?
Start hearing the
I-
echoes.
You know what?
Oh,
Let's see if we can bait our teammates into being mad. All right, I'm gonna use a Soulfire to maximize successes, John.
Oh,
All right, he wants to use a Soulfire. You can maximize successes. You can spend 1 Soulfire before making a test to give yourself maximum successes possible. Each dice in your pool is considered a 6. So fun fact about Soulfire is you have a limited number of it, and I believe someone has used one before.
I did,
Is
yes.
that recovered?
I believe
I
it
have.
does recover with
Yep.
like the full rest.
No. Those were.
I did it at town.
Oh,
It
when
is
do
a
those recover?
downtime action.
It's a
Someone-
downtime
Oh
action.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we should. Trackos took that.
I did.
Oh, you did. Okay. Well, all right.
It would.
I thought I did it.
I did a max heal on one of you.
Oh no, but I meant I went and
Oh, got it
I
back.
recovered
Oh,
I got it back
I'm sorry.
on our downtown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, then we are at 3 Soulfire. You wish
So
to
if you
go
guys
down?
are mad at me, we can increase the doom by 1.
No, I mean, this is why we're here. And our skink friend kind of blew himself up. Or,
That's fine.
or half blew himself up. And we are up here twiddling our thumbs, so.
Alright.
You, up top, feel this sensation. You have always felt powerful and strong, and then for a moment, there's a, heart palpitation you both share, despite not having exactly hearts within your chests. And as this almost diminishment occurs, Trackos feeling it the most strongly between you two. Braga feels quite successful, quite empowered, quite emboldened as she tugs your souls, joins it with hers, and then, well, succeeds, using her Soulfire. For those wondering at home what getting 2 6s on a 2 dice pool check would look like, that is a very hard thing. Some would even call it a crit if they were playing some inferior game like Stars Without Numbers or Blades in the Dark. Fuck you, Apollo. No. All right. You, Braga, flip open, twist off, and pull out a hexagon of a device. It is glass-like. It's delicate, you feel. And as you grab hold of the handle, pulling it out, it's also somewhat long and bulky. It's maybe 1.5 feet long in total, with almost 8-inch wide diameter. You pull out this device, and the glass is opaque. You can't see what's inside, but all throughout it, there is just this spiraling, almost double helix of bluish, purplish, reddish light.
Well, I guess this is the weird thing that guy wanted.
Indeed, it is
sort
thrumming
of
with magic in your hand.
Shrug at it. Looks dangerous and a foolish thing to want to me, but that's what we agreed to, so. Guess I'll try to make my way back as far up as I can easily.
Having to hold it awkwardly, for it's about as big as your entire back is long, you skulk through the pipes. And after a brief moment, Kalara and Trakos, having indigestion despite not really eating much of anything, you will see the cause of your current heartburn. Hacking her way up, using her axe as a hook to ascend the dark tunnel, Braga arrives. Empowered, spicy, holding something clearly magical that even your tired skink is alerted to. Kalara, I feel, would, just as a spellcaster, naturally understand that this thing has a great magical power within it.
Mm-hmm.
But you're unsure the source of where it comes from. It's clearly not the wind of Gyron that is within this glass tube.
And I would imagine if it powers a Titan, like these things made of metal, I wouldn't expect to know where that magic comes from at all.
Probably not.
And while a lot of the like people and magic of this world fascinate me, I think that this terrifies me, that they could create, like, ironic considering the campaign you and I just ended, John, but like this character is like afraid of synthetic beings, manufactured creatures, especially of a mechanical nature. It just seems archaic to Kalara.
Krakos, what about you as you stare at this thing, this power source of a great device?
Sick, we can go home now.
Dismissing it entirely, you, Braga, and Kalara, with your new friend, whatever his name may be, within his weird Spanglish tongue, presumably head back the way you came?
That's the one.
Okay.
Really easy to follow. Big footprints.
Yeah. However, let's find out if you were spotted. Not my D20. This is not 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. Oh! Big D6. You guys want highs or lows?
Highs.
Eyes.
You want highs?
Yep. You're notorious for rolling bullshit highs.
You all are walking home. Kalara, you walked for like 7 hours to get here. It's going to be another 7 to get back. Braga, are you committed to holding this device?
I mean, if no one questions it, I'll continue to carry it.
Okay. Obviously, you need a hand free to hold it. So if you had a shield, it would not be equipped in this moment.
Yep. Shield goes on my back. Defense goes down a tier.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, who is like helping the skink the most? Is it Trakos? Is
I'm
it
just
Kalara?
carrying him.
All right, Trakos is carrying him. Cool.
I have my
The
bag in
grub
my
now
pouch.
that is the grub still with the skink following along on foot, being tired? Or are you carrying him?
No. Since Trakos has been carrying the skink, there's no need to provide like an escort.
Okay. The skink is the real big bad evil guy. How did you know? How dare you, first of all?
Thank God I
So
can just
correct.
cross my arms and crush him.
Dude. You?
Good game.
You're just holding him and you just flex.
And you.
Oh, just chest bump once. Boom. Fucking head pop.
Out of curiosity, what is every person's natural awareness?
That is
Should
great.
be somewhere on your character sheet.
0.
There.
That might be something we needed to have manually updated. Let me
Maybe.
Oh, hold on.
let me see what that.
Oh, 1. No, it's at the bottom of your stats thing. I think it's worked out automatically because you can't change
Yeah,
it.
my natural awareness is 2.
Okay.
It's below all of your...
Sorry, you cut out there.
It's below your skills.
Oh, 2. Thank you. Oh,
Let's
sorry.
see how it's calculated real quick. 127.
Sorry, I was looking at bonuses to natural awareness, and it.
Natural awareness.
Well,
As with most tests, the GM determines blah blah blah. How is natural awareness determined?
I think it's like half of your perception. Is that what it's called?
Oh, natural awareness is to determine the complexity of the test. It doesn't actually... Okay, that's cool. So, what is the highest number you guys have? It sounds
2.
like 2?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. A lot of monsters, even a good, like, perceptive monster is only like 3. Okay. Yeah, let's roll some dice. We're just gonna roll some dice. No big deal. No big deal.
Sure, nothing bad could happen while I'm
Nothing bad.
not wearing
Nothing
a
bad's
shield.
gonna- Sure, sure. Right? Question mark?
Early.
Nothing bad.
Knuckle is
Nothing
good.
bad at all. I swear. Nothing bad. Stealth is body. Okay. Okay. So we need 2 4s, it sounds like, to get the drop on anyone. Alright.
Oh, like my natural awareness sets the difficulty of their sneak check.
Complexity, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, I didn't quite understand what that meant until just now. Huh. Interesting. And then difficulty would be like based on environmental factors and other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Then what is this guy? Oh, this guy's super stealthy.
But it'll just roll all ones, John, and it'll be fine.
God, he's so stealthy, fellas.
Gosh. Can't stop yawning.
One success currently. Fuck you, Coron. I think that makes sense narratively. It was 1-5, 6-3, and below. Quite impressive. Okay. You all are walking through that same area where you had fought the Chaos Warrior, the Goblins, the Dwarden, are dead. You are looking at one another, just, calmly going about your day, when John takes us to a battle map.
A battle
Wow, we're
map?
getting a lot of value out of this map, fellas.
Hell yeah.
You don't notice something immediately, but Braga, who's last in the pack, will notice that there is, in fact, a little disturbance with the bodies that you had been through. It looks like someone, shifted them a little bit. And then Kalara, you leading the group for whatever reason, right beside Trakos, going through this natural choke point, looks at a rat that comes out of hiding with a black hood over its head, lets out a screech, and darts off out of sight. What do you do? In fact, no. Let's go into initiative right now. That's what we should do. Everyone go ahead and add your turn. I need to find out what this skink guy goes at. I don't care about...
Probably not as fast as me. I have insane initiative. I'm not...
An 8.
Oh, fuck. No, apparently
The
not.
skink is fast. Oh my god, but this guy's a little bit faster.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, these things are so fast. Okay. What are these guys? These guys go at 5,
initiative must be like mind reflexes or something?
Yeah, it's like mind and reflexes.
Okay. Wow.
All right.
I thought it was just mind awareness.
It could be mind awareness. Who knows? No.
I could be.
No. For surely not.
Or surely.
For surely not. As
calling me
you all are stopping, readying weapons, the skink gets down and lets out a kakona, strange statement. And as he does so, a little guy pops up out on top of this metal wall here. In fact, let's go ahead and into dynamic.
Sorry. I apparently didn't
Let's just
properly
delete that.
copy. This initiative is mind plus training in awareness and reflexes.
Oh, wow. All right. You look at this rat man who hops up on this thing, just scurrying up, lands, looks down upon you, Trakos, and says, "Main thing, fuck you," and throws a ninja star at you. And we begin combat right now.
Jesus.
All right.
I'm gonna look down,
This
watch it bounce
creature.
off.
Unironically, is going to be your hardest fight you've ever seen. All right, throwing stars.
Roll well.
Yeah, what is your defense currently?
Good.
All right, then it is...
I love that you answer that with
saving.
Trakos' deep voice. Good.
Good. Alrighty. +2 focus. 66. Piercing subtle. What does the subtle tag do?
Oh. We haven't played with
When
that one.
invisible doesn't make you visible.
Subtle. Subtle equipment is easily concealed.
Yeah, so just from its fan braces, it pulls out like a strange, just what you, the players, recognize as fucking throwing stars. Let me just go ahead and see how many attacks it gets. Okay, cool. And 2 of them will go at you, as it will spend a metal to fuck with you. 5, 6, 4.
I wish I was a monk.
4.
Catch those pictures.
Okay,
and
that
drop back.
is 2, 4, 5 successes for 5 points of... No, 6 points of damage. It has a focus point, bumping that 2 to a 4. So go ahead and subtract minus armor, of course.
Yep.
And then another ninja star will go out straight for you again. You are clearly the biggest threat. It can kill a branch wraith, no problem. This one does not go nearly as well. That is 3 successes for 3 damage. Your armor will take it, bouncing off. And then it goes back down, using a little bit of movement to hide, or really go out of line of sight.
Silly boy's lowering itself closer to the ground for me.
Yeah, for sure. The Skink Star Priest gets to go. Jon gets to play the game by himself.
Hell yeah.
He does not have a arcane foci, so it's going to have disadvantage as it just tries to cast a spell real quick.
Is really an arcane focus a thing in this? Seems a bit lame.
You need like a wand or something to cast
Just
your
pick
magic
up a piece
with.
of scrap metal. There's lots here.
That's not how magic works, and you know it. Everyone
That's how
knows
cool
magic
magic
is
works.
the most mathematical, autistic thing people like focus on in these games.
It's because they're all weak spellcasters because they need to focus their power.
True.
They need to just get that
273.
cast with just hands bullshit. Go full Merlin.
I am Merlin, yes.
I'm
If you're not
Merlin.
casting magic just by thinking about it, are you even really casting magic?
No, that's when you're at the GG
casts-
level.
What is Mystic Shield? Is that a general spell?
I think so. It sounds...
Mystic Shield is indeed a general spell. You conjure a mystical shield for protection. Choose a creature within medium range. The target's defense increases 1 step till the start of your next turn. Each additional success extends the duration by 1 round. Oh yeah, it's going to cast that on Trakos.
Oh, what a cool little buddy.
Yeah, you've helped him out the most. And also, he's going to run after that. Take cover. He has disadvantage for not having a thing, so he's just going to lose a dice in his pool. So his 7d6 becomes a 66 for channeling. Right? Question mark? Yes.
Yep.
Sounds good to me. Not gonna
That's how
argue.
math works.
He just needs a couple of 5s. He gets 3 successes. So for 3 rounds, Trakos, you need to keep track of this. Your defense is increased by 1 step. So after you
I'll
complete a
make it.
round, just
Yep.
here. I'll give you a blue thing and put a 3 on it, just for you. He will then smartly go and take cover as more shuriken stars are about to come straight at you all. Kacha! Moving. Token layer. Token layer. And of course, the guy who was in hiding. Oh, are we coming out fighting now? As they rush forward, having rounded a corner, these guys jump through this metal opening and will attack you all. This guy hangs back because he was the bait, even though he blew his load too early, some might say. Alrighty. We pile in with our gutter runners.
Gutter runners.
Indeed, gutter runners. They are sneaky infiltrators, unaware of its presence. That's kind of whatever. Fun fact, if this thing had like truly tried to assassinate you, it would deal double damage and ignore your armor.
Rose.
but unfortunately, its Deathmaster seems to be a bit of an asshole. So instead, they will just attack you both twice. Yeah, like so.
Okay.
Let's start with our good friend Kalara, who, on a character level, were you expecting to get shanked by rat ninjas?
No.
Session?
No.
Okay.
I
All right.
I wasn't expecting anything, but if I had been, it wouldn't have been this.
Okay. Punch, dagger, and blade. Melee is good. What is your defense?
Average.
And that is 1 over, which means it's 3s to hit, I believe.
I believe so.
Sounds right to me.
Damage is 1 plus success damage, piercing, slashing, subtle. Don't care. All right. And they are coated with poison.
Oh, shit.
All right, so only 46. All right. 3s to hit. That's 2, 3, 4. All right, all 4 hit you in the first one, so 5 damage.
Okay.
I need you to make me a 4-2 body fortitude saving throw or test, or be poisoned.
A 4-2.
Yeah, you need 2 4s.
Nope.
That is 1, unfortunately. So close.
Okay, I am poisoned.
You are poisoned. That means your dice pool is reduced by 1 for all tests.
Okay.
Poison cannot stack, so you do not need to make that throw again.
Okay.
John will see
All right. I'll
until the end of your next turn. So this is not a permanent disability.
Okay.
However, the second one will attack you again. 3s to hit. Only 3 successes this time for 4 damage.
Okay. I take 2 more. I'm down to 3 toughness.
All right. Same onto you, Trakos.
Bring it, big boy.
6, 6, 3, 4. What's your defense? Good or great now?
Great.
Great. So this is
2. 3
for them.
successes.
It's 5s to hit, I think.
Oh, okay. Yep.
They have good attack. So yeah, it'd be 5s to hit. So only 2 successes, but you still need to make that body check.
Body fortitude.
Your armor's going to absorb the first hit, no problem. But the poison will be a big deal, especially for you. All
I'm
right, the
fine.
first one's thing does not matter. Let's see about the second guy. 1, 2 successes again, so your armor covers, but give me that next save. They're essentially just trying to weaken you so their master can kick your ass.
Ooh.
I can't.
Does it? Damn, so close. Okay. That is you. All right, poison people, your pool is reduced by 1 for all actions and spells and blah, blah, blah. You get it.
Okay. My turn then, it looks like.
Yes.
I am going to command my bitter grub to attack the rat on the left here. Since my bitter grub is not poisoned.
Is this your action?
Yes, I can command it to make an. I can give it a command, and that command can include movement and an attack.
Cool.
On your turn, you can use an action to direct your companion to move and take an action such as attacking.
Does it get a bonus
To
its attack, or does it just make an attack?
I think it just makes a normal attack.
All right, then you have a 2d6 rending slashing weapon called Snapping Mandibles.
Yes.
It was 1 plus success damage.
Okay.
So 6s will negate its armor or destroy its armor, which could be quite useful.
Okay. What is my target? Or wait, it's sorry.
Bitter Grub is average. These guys are, I want to say, poor.
Oh, they are fucked.
Yeah, they're super fucked. So it's 3 to hit.
So 3s. Okay. So 2d6. That's 2 successes.
And a
you
rend?
negate its armor, destroying it, and you will deal 3 damage to him.
Yes.
Very good. Ah! It lets out a shriek of pain as the snapping mandibles just clamp down on its neck. Its little cloak that it was using to like protect itself and move its body is destroyed. It looks like a naked rat with just like 2 daggers in hand.
Yeah. And then I will cast Shield of Thorns on all 4 of us here.
Is this a
using my metal?
Metal.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay. So I target all allies in the zone. That is 2 successes.
We'll drop the last number.
Ooh. Then I fail.
Do you?
You have a
What's your focus?
I have 1 focus point, but that would raise the 3 to a 4, not a 5.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Okay.
What happens when you fail?
So on a failure, we use there's a table.
Price of failure.
Yes. So I need to roll a d20, it looks like.
No, you need to roll a pool of d6s up to your failures. Which I believe is 1, so roll me a 1d6 real quick.
Okay. So that's a 4. That looks like the spell is cast, but it has the opposite effect of what was intended. Damaging spells heal toughness. Bonuses become penalties. Allies are affected instead of enemies, and so on. So either I can reduce our stats, or this can affect the enemy instead. What do you think, John?
Shield of Thorns is affecting you all.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So, well, what does it do?
So it would...
Each ally in your zone gains +1 armor until the start of your next turn. Any attacker that has a creature affected by Shield of Thorns suffers 1 damage.
So that would like reduce our armor instead of give it a boon.
I think so.
But
I think everyone loses an armor until the next turn.
Okay. But I don't think that our enemies are going to like heal as a result of attacking us.
No. They're not gaining armor. That seems silly. If it's not affecting them, it shouldn't give them...
Sure.
Like, the spell would not go onto them and just do the same thing. Right?
Sure,
It's still
sure.
on you guys. It's just not doing what it's supposed to.
Okay.
So until the start of Kalara's next turn, everyone is down by 1 armor.
I think so like I push my vines into the ground, and like the vines come up around all the allies, like, and you all, this has done it to each of you before, and normally you get wrapped with this really tough but flexible kelp, but I think all the iron in the ground, all the metal is like the kelp is just a lot denser and tougher than it should be, so it's very restrictive, and so like lowering our flexibility.
Very good. Any other things?
No.
Then Braga, it is your turn. Your friends
Yeah,
are
I think
around
I'm gonna need to call on a miracle of Grimnir to blow this algae away. As I will use Runic Empowerment to give us
a spell.
No. I'm just giving us +1. It's flavor, John, okay? give me the flavor, all right?
All right.
Flavor.
You have it. So now everyone is at their normal number. Woo!
Great.
Do you consider Viskink an ally?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
And then I will wonder why the silly branch witch is staying on the front lines, I guess. But I'm going to move up to here, and I'm going to attack this guy in front of me.
All right. Let's see it. They have poor defense because they are dual wielding right now.
And I will hit on a 3.
Out of curiosity, you're still holding the device, correct?
Yep.
All right.
Hell yeah.
That is 2 successes with your focus point.
So 3 damage.
3 damage gets turned to 2 with his 1 armor. There you go.
All right.
All right. Trakos, I don't think you're outnumbered. I think you are equivalent in terms of numbering here.
That's fine.
All right.
All right, let's slaughter. Okay, so the one in front of our tree witch, kelp witch. Targets to 2s because they got no defense.
Yeah, you hit on 2s. You're gonna crush this guy's head in with your greatsword.
-1 to the bonus die. Hopefully that doesn't fuck it up.
All right. That is more than his health, and you slay him. He looks up, tries to parry you with his daggers. Just you shatter them both.
Right,
it
down the
carries
middle.
straight through.
No!
All
Block.
And I guess.
Oh, and
kill that one.
your -1 worked correctly. It only rolled 4 die.
Sick.
Perfect.
All right, this guy's gonna cop it next.
Okay.
-1. Time to die, Ratling.
3 successes is 5 damage. Brings him.
I can bring it up with my focus. Because it only needs to be 2s to hit.
Then you will do just enough. You have their focus point.
Hell yeah.
Very good. You cut down one. You quickly move to the other. You are outnumbering these pitiful rat assassins.
Fucking rats.
Anything else? Any little movement you want to make?
I think I'm going to move. Can I move around this guy?
Yeah, for sure.
I want to block. If that cunt climbs back up here, I
Whoa.
won't be in the way of
The device.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, that's me.
Dope.
Is it an action to heroic challenge?
It is, yes.
Damn it! Heroic challenge that.
Can you heroically challenge a rat?
He is a hero rat.
I wouldn't call them a hero.
Roll Scuttler. No surface is too sleek or difficult for a Death Master to traverse. They ignore any movement penalties from difficult terrain and can blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. So he can jump up that wall. I read that correctly. Prehensile tail. Oh, no. Okay. God, it's about to murder the absolute shit out of Millman. All right, here we go.
Bring it, big boy.
Jumping up on the wall, scuttling down, he is there. You say bring it, and he will do just so. This guy is a dual wielder. That means his weapon, once wielding a melee weapon in each hand, we've already got that. Running Death. Death Masters rarely stand still, constantly ducking and weaving. Once per turn, deals damage with a melee weapon. He can move to an adjacent zone as a free action. Jesus. Smoke Hide will be for later. Sneaky Infiltrator. Prehensile Tail. Once per turn, the Death Master may make an additional attack with their Weeping Blades as a free action using their tail. They can also execute complex or dexterous actions, such as opening doors or activating devices with their tail as if they had a free hand. Okay. What's your defense currently?
My defense is still great.
All right. I need to find out on the ladder, what does it mean to have superb attack? Superb is 1 over great, so this means he is 3s to hit you.
Now roll low.
I don't think I can. I think I'm forced to roll high. All right. Jesus Christ. 76 plus 2 focus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3s to hit. All right, that is a 1, a 1, a 2, a 2, a 3.
Okay, so
A 4 and a 4. We rolled pretty low.
3 successes.
So
3
that's
damage.
4 successes in the first hit. That is a 1 plus 4 is often 5. So 5 damage.
Okay, take 2. Yep.
I need you to make me a 4-2 body fortitude test.
I've
Because
already
you
poisoned.
shrugged off your poison.
Oh, I thought that was at the next my next turn.
This guy is reapplying it.
And I succeed. 2
You
successes
succeed.
with the focus point.
All right, here comes the second attack.
Actually, I would lose 1 less toughness. Is it toughness? What does the poison do again? What's the poison effect?
It
just
lowers
one
your
less
pool
dice.
by 1.
Your
Oh, then I'm fine.
your dice pool, yeah.
Yep, I'm fine then. Yep, keep going. Swing, big boy.
Okay. There we go. There we go. Oh, drop. All right, that is all hits for.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know. 8 damage.
Okay, so I take 1 wound.
All right, what? How much damage did you take after toughness?
1.
Just 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Minor wound.
And then he will try to finish you off with his metal.
1.
Dealing damage, wounds. All right. So, how many wounds in total do you have?
0. But plus the 1. So how do I add a wound? I've never added a wound on this sheet.
It looks like you have 4 in total. That is what your
minor
red
wound?
bar is.
Yep.
So you have 3 left.
So click. There's like a drop down, and then you hit
Yeah,
add.
plus.
Yeah.
Yep. And
So if
I
he
need to know the
deals
severity.
5 or more damage to you, you die. Or rather, you become mortally wounded.
So what level of damage was that?
That was just
The,
one
That was
damage.
just
Minor.
1, so you
It
just
won't
suffer
let
a
me-
minor wound. It fills 1 space. But he
Okay.
gets his last and 3rd attack here.
Holy shit! A third attack.
He gets a 3rd attack. He rolls like absolute ass. All right. He was 4s to hit you? 3s?
4s. No, 3s.
Okay. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. God damn it. The other 2 are +1, or no. Yes, all right. He can turn his 1 into a 3 and make that 5. So you suffer an extra 2 damage, which is a minor wound?
Serious
Question?
wound.
And you suffer 2, 4. Yes, so fill up 2 more spaces on that wound track.
Is it 2 damage for a?
Yes.
Okay. Trying to find where the wounds. Oh, there it is. Serious wound is
Alrighty.
2 to 4. Okay.
That was the Deathmaster, who descends upon you with a fury you have not faced for a very long time, Trakos.
I'm gonna
You
cut him
wonder
down next
briefly
turn.
if you would have even survived the first attack. When now our Skink Boy gets to play. Will this spellcaster be able to help in any way, shape, or form? Don't kill my cool guy!
Papa!
Edit the nubbin that you put on me.
If you click the cogwheel or the little button for all the icons, hover over blue and then press the number, but don't click it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I learned that like a month or 2 ago.
Okay. It doesn't have its staff. It gave you Mystic Shield. It has Blazing Starlight, but that's really hard to hit.
Would have been a lot more healthy if somebody didn't do negative thorns.
Ah, stay mad, lol.
Gee.
I think it's just
So
an
lucky.
Arcane Bolt him.
Come on, Nick. You can laugh. It was funny.
It was funny. I feel like I'm letting us down when I fail spells because it not only is it just
It's
like
gotta be
I
right.
wasted the action economy, it is like harmful. Sucks.
It will try to arcane bolt the gutter runner that is attacking Braga currently, or Tracos as well. 4, 4, 6, 3, 4, and 3. He can bump that 3 up for 5 points of damage, I believe. Or is it
Yeah.
6? How does arcane bolt work?
Base
Suffers 1+1 per success. Okay, so he does just enough to kill the wounded gutter runner
nice.
that Braga did. A little bolt of like a lightning just shoots out from his fingertips. I'm about to die. He realizes with his 1 wound. And the gutter runners get to go. This one hates your pet, and he's going to die standing in front of his Deathmaster, who is much faster than him, and if he runs first, he will undoubtedly die. I'm gonna kill your pet! He cries out. Worm thing, die! He cries out.
They have good defense.
They have good defense? What?
Yes.
No way.
Yeah.
I don't believe you. They have poor defense. How do they have good defense?
But Braga's giving us a boon.
That's
no,
armor.
that's armor.
Oh, armor. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, then
Fine.
it is poor.
All right, choose it.
I thought
6, 6, 4, 4. All 4 hit for 5 damage.
all right. It's dead.
Ow.
It's dead.
It finally dies. Your worm lets out a very painful hiss.
Or wait.
Kalara, your only friend in the whole world that you brought from Gyron is chopped,
Fuck.
stabbed, pierced. The gutter runner looks to you. What does it feel like as you lose your only friend?
I think I feel fury.
Okay. Then show your fury. Oh, Brandwitch.
Oh, I will. What
What about the one in the back, John?
He's chilling.
He's chilling.
He's doing the stuntman thing of like he's looking for an opening, but not wanting to get close to you fucks at all.
He just watched 4 of his bros, well, 3 of his bros, soon to be 4, got cut down.
Yeah, he's chilling.
He's like, yeah, nah,
Ooh.
yeah, nah.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you. I am going to cast Realm Blood on myself to heal up because I am feeling weakened.
Truly fearful. Truly wrathful.
That'll be 2 toughness I recover.
Okay.
And as I step forward to block this rat man's escape, I'll reach my kelp out towards Tracos to also heal him with my metal.
I'm gonna kill your skink friend too.
That's 4
Oh, shit.
4 toughness, Tracos.
Thank you, I'm gonna need it.
Yep.
You sure are. All right, Braga.
That was a good good heal there.
Tracos was about to crumble, is actively bleeding from his wounds. This thing has just too many weapons on it. It is a flurry of movement. What do you do as you are holding a device?
Bracos, do you think you can one-shot this thing?
Probably not, but I'll give it my best shot.
All right. Fuck. All right. I mean, he said probably, so we're gonna just buff his damage as much as we can. I'm going to let the extra armor drop, and then we're going to tell some stories.
All right.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna tell some
All right.
stories.
Let's tell some stories. What story do you tell?
It's the same story every time, just a little bit different. This time, I'm talking about like the motivations of Grimnir, and he's, gains respect for the beast as he's charging forward. He's saying this beast has fought, with honor and might. And, being he embraces becoming one with it in this version.
Okay. Let's see that 6-1.
Gross.
Uh-oh.
With one success.
Because of your focus point.
Yep.
All right. So this
So
just
one
lets
extra
them deal
damage.
1 extra damage.
And then with my medal, I will tell... I'm trying to remember what abilities do. Yeah, I will tell a tale of my people fighting back these horrible beasts, these rat folk, as they eat the bodies of our dead.
Okay.
And we will tell a story of enmity. This is one I haven't done yet.
Increases their melee and accuracy 1 step until the start of their next turn.
Holy shit.
Talking out 2 sides of your mouth in one go. You spend your medal, and it's time.
That's enough successes. We're good.
All right, increases 1 step. Tracos, your bullshit increases by 1 whole step. What are you at?
Okay. I am great with 4
All right.
armor currently, but I heroic challenge him.
I think you were at
So-
3 armor since he dropped his buff on you. But
Yeah, but I also I get the bonus armor for Braga last turn. Isn't it lasting more than 1 turn, or does it?
No,
just
no,
end?
it's
okay.
gone.
So I'm up still from the shield I got from our cute boy.
you are still up in your defense from
Defense,
our
yeah.
skink boy. Your armor,
And then-
however, is at 3. You heroically challenge him. If a creature attacks any target other than you, blah, 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 that's fine. Target a spellcaster, that's fine. Additionally, your melee increases 1 step, so you've gone from great to superb.
Here. Yep.
Ah.
All right. You are 3s to hit him then, for his defense is great.
Yeah, get him.
All right. Eat a bag of dicks. Do I get any other? I get 1 melee bonus from Braga.
1 damage bonus.
Is
And
it a
yes,
damage, right? Yeah, and a melee
your
bonus.
target number is just going to be 3, but you get 1 extra damage from his previous song.
Okay.
Not an extra
or
die.
saga.
All right. What?
Oh my god.
I hit 1.
I mean, there's
one
a focus
success.
point there.
So 1 success, 4 damage. The lowest roll I've rolled on an attack so
4
far.
damage
How
is
is
not enough.
how is 4 damage like the most disappointing lowest damage you can do? That's crazy.
You strike him, but it is a glancing blow as he puts his 3 blades into the way, and unlike the shitty, crappy daggers that were used to surprise attack you, these ones actually manage to resist your Sigmarite greatsword. You see a flicker of green energy spark off their edge, for these were made with warpstone.
Bullies.
If only Vadum was a bit higher. Okay. Anything else, Tracos?
Nope.
Okay. Fun fact, we could have used that Soulfire in that attack just now. But it's a little late for that. Tracos, this thing's going to attack you.
Mm-hmm.
You are at great defense. It has superb attack. So it's still 3s to hit. Oh. 1. Fail. Fail. 2 successes. 3 successes. 4 successes. 5 successes. For 6 damage in total.
I'm still good.
You're still good. All right.
Woo!
Guys, The first mortality is coming.
No, I'll
He
be
will
fine.
attack you once more.
No, I'll
He
be
will
fine.
attack you once more. That is a success. That's another success. That's also a success. That's a fail. That's another success. That's a fail. That's a fail. For another 6 points of damage.
Yeah. So 0 toughness, and then I take 2 damage. So that's a wound, and I'm down.
That is
4.
a wound. Let us go find out what happens when you are at maximum wounds of your track. You have become mortally wounded. When you become mortally wounded, fill in any remaining wounds and mark the mortally wounded box on your sheet. You gain a stun condition. You cannot recover toughness. At the beginning of your next turn, you must make a death test. You make a death test at the start of your turn, blah, 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 using the highest attribute. The complexity is determined by the severity of the wound that caused you to become mortally wounded. If you suffer damage while mortally wounded, the complexity increases by 1. Oh, baby. That was a serious wound, so your test would be 4-2.
Was it a serious wound? I thought it was only a minor.
He dealt 2 over your toughness.
Okay, so that becomes...
Indeed. Okay. You can, of course, choose to do a last stand on your turn, but you will die during this action if you do so. The Skink Star Priest looks at his savior. Oh no, it cries out. As this guy shifts over to Braga. Hi, Braga. How are you?
Hey.
How are you?
How are you now?
How are you now? Healing does nothing. It doesn't even have healing spells. Okay, it will. Arcane Bolt the guy, I suppose. That's all I can really do. My brother in Christ. Seraphon. Roll high. That's a success. Success. Oh my god, he rolled like a god, fellas. He rolled 4 6s and 2 4s.
Wow.
You launch a bolt. Target suffers 1 damage. Each additional. Okay, that's 7 damage he deals to the guy, the Death Master. Bring him down to 1 toughness. Holy shit. Alright. The Gutter Runner gets to go. Hi, it says as it looks to you. Friend? Friend of a friend? What are you, Kalara, to this guy? Tell me about your association with Gutter Runners, Kalara, while I pull up its stat block.
Oh, I mean, I've fought so many of them in my time.
Oh, yeah?
Not that this one would know, but I'm just looking at it with the most seething hate, disdain. It, like, I don't know. I have a reverence for life, but this thing is trash to me. Worse than trash.
He deals 4 damage to you.
Okay.
But that's it.
Okay. I
You
believe...
should be at 3 armor again after the song has worn off and your spell is gone.
Okay. So I lose 1 health.
Alright, now it's your turn.
Okay.
The other guy is beginning to back up. Like as one would.
Like back away? Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to
He still looks like he's like about to lunge at you, but he's just like doing the moves backward.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, like, I'm now holding my great scythe behind me, very Soul Eater style, and I'm going to cut this guy down.
Well, he has poor defense, so it's 3s to hit if you have average.
I do have average.
That's it.
That is 1 success for 2 damage.
Well, It had 0 armor and only 2 toughness left, so you cut him down.
I will cut
There
him
is
down.
a sad dichotomy as it lands on your bitter grub's body.
And pushing through the emotional pain, I will rush towards Trakos.
All right.
And I will use my medal to take a second action. Or wait, is movement an action?
Nope.
No.
No, it's free. Okay. I am going to cheat death using another Soulfire.
Ooh.
Seem really worth saving. No,
As an action, choose a mortally wounded ally within close range. I didn't even know this existed. I thought he was completely fucked.
Including yourself.
The ally is no longer mortally wounded and recovers half of their total toughness, but retains any wounds they have suffered.
Mm-hmm. So he can still
Trakos.
go down to like death easily.
very quick.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think the way this looks is there is like a distinct smell of salt, like ocean spray and salt on the air as I'm like rushing to his side. And that beats out the smell of iron, of lava, sulfur. And I just like plunge, like all the kelp just plunges into his wounds. And there's I think kind of mimicking the color of Braga's fire, like a pale blue, maybe a little green mixed in there for the ocean, as I breathe life into Trakos
Okay.
using our bond.
You are no longer mortally wounded, but your wound tracker remains the same?
I think so.
Am I understanding that correctly?
And
That's right.
I don't know. I'd have to read into it, but if he goes down below 0 again, he probably just stacks another wound on there.
I think he dies again. Or he goes back
Then
to
becomes
me.
mortally wounded. Yeah.
Yeah, with an
All right.
additional wound, because I think there's mechanics for recovering wounds
Uh-huh.
that we would have to deal with later.
All right. I will go to the party notes just to make sure that Braga and Trakos were okay with burning Soulfire. I assume
All right.
they're good. with it.
I was joking about that earlier, but I think it's. I'm happy.
All right. You guys are down to 1 Soulfire now. You
What happens
all...
when we run out?
We just don't have them.
It's called me having fun. That's what happens when you run out. All right, Braga, you are facing down this thing that looks hurt, but not wounded at all. Clearly not going to die, even in the next hit. Or maybe even 2 or 3.
Damn.
All right, John, I need to tell a story. Right. And that story
Okay.
it's just gonna merge the 2 stories together. Like it's this like lava lizard thing that my god is fighting, but then suddenly it's also like this rat thing. And the rat thing is now trying to eat my god. And so my god just like rushes and the rat thing explodes. So now we are going to tell that story. It's still the story of Grimnir, right? Kind of.
Okay.
Trakos and I are both.
It's going to be real entertaining.
We're like intently listening as I'm like holding Trakos' head up, and you say the part about the rat exploding, and we like quickly look over at the rat.
It's still just one success, but it's still
one
a success.
You guys, before you go on with your turn, I asked you earlier if you considered to skink your ally, and you said yes, so he would have dealt 1 more damage.
Oh hell yeah!
His toughness is actually 0, not 1.
All right.
Oh, shit.
I'm going
Okay.
to actually spend my. Let's see. Actually, does this affect me or not? Let me read again. Any ally. Okay, so no, it doesn't affect me. I am not an ally.
True.
Well, I'm probably not going to hit the thing, but we're sure going to try. I'm going to try to smack it
Roll those
Okay.
die, boy.
with my. I try to remember what button to press. I assume it has a billion defense. What is its
It
defense?
has great defense.
Yeah, so I need 6. Right, 4, 5, 6.
Indeed.
Yeah. I have
focus
a
point.
focus,
One
so
success.
1 success and 1 rended armor if it has armor.
It does have armor, yes.
So 1 rended armor and 2 damage.
You do rending?
2 damage is a
I
serious
still-
wound.
Yep, I still have
Oh.
my what is it called? My rune of awakened steel, which grants my weapon
Oh, cool.
rending.
Awesome. That's great.
Okay. Before we get to Trakos' turn, John has to look something up real quick because he's forgetting the terminology that this is calling out for. I just need one moment. I'm sure Trakos is going to get his chance to behead this monster. But before he does, I just got to look at one thing, alright? Specifically, the fuck a free action is actually. Is free action something you can only take on your turn? I assume it is, but I need to know.
Yeah, I think so, but yeah, I'd also. have
There's
to
a
look it up.
weird term this thing has, a weird ability that only says like once per combat, and I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. I'm going to assume it is on its turn if I can't find it in the next 10 seconds.
That's like
Uh,
a challenge by the sounds of it, because I can only do it once per combat.
Uh-huh. Well, it's not. That is an action, not a free
Yeah.
action. Some of things you'll do during combat do not require an action. This includes drawing weapons, drinking an elixir, or moving anywhere in your zone. It has to be on his turn, surely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Then, Trakos, it is your turn. You can see that this thing, within its multi-tooled vambrace, where ninja stars and all sorts of throwables are prepared and readied, a device has been pulled free. A weird triple triangle that is sort of embedded within itself. What do you do as you feel the soul of Kalara rush into your body, allowing you to stand once more?
Oh, I'm gonna kill this fucking thing. If it detonates, it detonates. At least it's fucking dead.
Okay. I will remind you, instead of making a second attack, you can instead choose to double your training dice with your metal. This will give you 2 to 3. I don't know what your training is. I assume it's 2 or 3.
Just attack
weapon.
it twice.
Yeah.
He's
training's
baiting
just
you.
1.
Okay.
Alright,
Its
so-
defense is great,
So even par.
so 4 is to hit.
Okay. That is 3 successes, 5 damage.
6
5
damage.
6 damage.
6 damage. All right. That will be known as a deadly wound. Fills 3 spaces on the wound tracker. Trakos, please describe to me how you dispatch this foe.
I think when I turn around, it's going for Braga, right? And I think
Yeah.
he just assumes when I like crumbled that I was done, and then I just stand up like that awkward automaton that I am, and just turn around and just cut him straight from back to front. So instead of just being cut like, you know, normally you see in any media, they cut them across or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But I'm cutting from the spine side through the front, and he gets cut sideways through the middle.
Okay.
So it's the slides forward sort of dealio.
There is a sickening moment, Braga, as you see this warp stone-edged blade coming towards your face that misses entirely. For the Deathmaster is moving so quickly, even while cut in half, it's still acting as if it was whole. And as its top half and lower half fall in two separate directions, the gross insides of a strange mutant rat man falling out in a withering, almost green dust-like putrefaction. You are immediately blinded as its smoke bomb goes off. I think that is where we will end today's session, as you start coughing out and hacking up this gross white powder that, in theory, it could have made a hide check to just instantly get away from the fight. As you all and everyone in your zone is just blinded by this baby powder bomb, a gutter runner will make his escape, having essentially done nothing, watched the battle, and then fled away like a true stuntman. Guys, next week we will resolve this mission into the Titan Wars. Congratulations!
Will we next week, John?
No, we won't, because I will be flying out to Seattle to see ApolloNik and several other friends.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to
I
it.
don't know what may come next from, well, after that, because honestly, Eric could murder us. Coffee Traveler is doing a remodel in his basement, so we'll see if that's actually lingo for you're gonna die here.
The whole
But
place
hey,
is just covered in plastic, Dexter
Yeah.
style. I'm so proud of him.
God, I can't wait to be murdered and then interred within his walls.
It'd be pretty fun.
Any shout-outs we want to make before we head on out?
In 2 weeks, on the 10th, John and I will be hosting I'll be hosting, and John will be there for the post-mortem of Birds of the Shore season 2. So get caught up, come check that out.
Okay.
Post questions.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we get a little too chummy, I'll be there to lower the mood and get us engaged in fighting. You know, that's what I'm here for.
Mm-hmm. And then Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific, I'll be on Greg Hansen's channel, continuing Fellowship of Souls, our political intrigue D&D 5e campaign.
Very cool. Millman, shoutouts.
You'll find me here on Twitch. I just had my affiliate birthday. They make a big deal of it. I've been an affiliate for like 4 years, but apparently we get birthdays now.
Oh,
So I had that. It was pretty chill because I didn't know. And then it just popped up when I went live. I was like, oh, okay. Apparently it's my birthday.
well, happy birthday.
Thank you for giving me the scraps of change that they take from us. Yeah, I'll be playing, I believe we've got just mainly Tarkov. I got asked to play Tarkov, and now I'm just like powering through, and I've already surpassed everybody who asked me to play Tarkov, so
Yeah,
it's
as
a
one
thing.
does.
Escape from the menu and hackers is a pretty good time.
Yeah, I hear there's a massive hacker issue that
yeah.
Tarkov has been
Oh, yeah.
suffering from.
Oh,
The trick is, just don't hold anything valuable. Like, that's the trick. They just avoid you. They're like, oh, there's no point in killing
Can
you
they
if you don't
see
have
your
anything valuable.
inventory?
When you stare at them, I've seen the hacks. When you stare at people, it gives them a silhouette of you and a cross line to tell you if you have line of sight or not. But it actually comes up with all your gear, the ammo you have, everything that you have on your character.
Wow.
And
That's
like it's different
pathetic.
colors. If it's it's really bad. And like you can go and watch Goat's video on it, the wiggle that killed Tarkov. And like he thought, oh no, I can't see any hackers. I don't get what it's about. Then he started doing the wiggle. If you haven't played Tarkov, it's when you strafe left and right with your leaning, and it makes your character wiggle. He'd just look at people through the map and wiggle, and then they turn and wiggle back.
Uh-huh.
And it was every single match there was one or two hackers.
Jesus.
dear. Dear
Well,
Lord.
It's so fun though.
you know what? It's fine. What can we really do? Trust Russian developers after... Okay. Nick, anything you want to add on here before we head on out?
Yeah, a week from Sunday, I'll be on Megamixer's stream with a bunch of degenerates. So
Nice.
that'll be fun.
Was that the group you were doing spreadsheets for, or?
Yeah, currently I'm busy trying to figure out how to get sneak attack on a full arm master attack for them coming into range of you.
Well, okay.
That's sick.
Trying to theorycraft that out. But
I wish you luck, I guess.
Wow, just so much degeneracy over the next 2 weeks. I can't wait.
Yeah. Guys, thank you all so much for joining us. Or if you're in the VOD, thanks for watching our playthrough of Sins of Stormfire, also known as Age of Sigmar Soulbound. We will see you when we see you. And as always, fuck mornings. Get us out of here, Apollo.